Hello, and welcome to the Playworms. Today we shall be looking at the movie Meg 2, The Trench. The film opens during the Cretaceous period. Several creatures prey upon the smaller animals before a T. Rex goes after the little, but deadly dino predators called snappers. Then the Meg leaps out of the water and chomps down on the T, Rex, before dragging its bloody corpse underwater. In the present day, Jonas Taylor emerges from a shipping container on a boat sailing across the Philippine Sea. He is there to stop a group of men from dumping toxic waste into the ocean. After gathering his information, he proceeds to beat down the goons before he jumps into the ocean and is saved by Mac and Riggers in their chopper. At an Oceanic Institute in China, Zhou Mingzhang is testing out an exosuit made for working underwater. He is the uncle of Ming and brother of Suin, who's passed away recently, and Jonas has stepped up as a parental figure to Ming. Zhuing then presents Haiki, a captured megalodon that appears to respond to his commands. During the second run, Haiki does not appear to listen, and the crew gets worried for Juming until he re-enters the station unharmed. Jonas says Juming is being reckless and shows concern for Haiki's behavior. When the crew leaves her unattended, Heiki ends up breaking through the vents and swims into open waters. Jonas joins Juming, Mac, Rigas, and DJ head to the Mana 1 research facility to explore the Mariana Trench, meeting with another analyst named Jess. Ming stows away despite Jonas telling her to stay behind for safety. While going underwater in a sub, the crew notices Haiki has gone loose and is with two other Megs. Meanwhile, Montez is leading a mineral farming operation before noticing the Mana 1 crew nearby. He blows the whole thing up, killing his own crew, causing the other sub to crash. Montez then reports to Driscoll, his boss, who tells him they need to prevent the Mana 1 crew from finding their work at the station. After everyone picks themselves up, Mac, still at the station, determines that the sub was sabotaged. The crew exits the sub using the exosuits, with limited oxygen, to make it to the nearby station. One crew member, Lance, gets killed after being pulled away by underwater creatures, while another one, Sal, gets chomped up by a Meg after pushing a fellow crew member away. As they arrive at the station, one other crew member, Curtis, has her suit implode before the water is drained since her helmet cracked. The crew then begins to look through the station to find a way to call for help. They turn on a video monitor and contact the station, where they learn that Jess is part of Driscoll's team and has betrayed the others. She releases the escape pods they needed, and orders Rigas to shoot Jonas so that at least Maying can return, but Rigas cannot bring herself to do so. Driscoll then speaks to the crew, and reveals she is planning to steal Juming's technology for their operation. In order to get out, Jonas finds another sub and tries to drain the water out, but he passes out and is caught by Montes. He reveals he has a personal grudge with Jonas because he had him imprisoned a while back for his criminal activities. They get into a brief fight, but Jonas is able to get the crew onto the sub to get out of there. Meanwhile, Mac and DJ watch video footage showing Jess sabotaging the sub and learning of her deception. Driscoll's mercenaries go after them, but the two manage to jump into the ocean to get away. Unfortunately, they are caught anyway. Jonas and the crew make it back to Mana 1 and fight the mercs to free Mac and DJ. The Megs then start making their way to the station as Montez rejoins Jess, who is his girlfriend. Jess speaks to Driscoll and assures her she is behind Meg, proof glass. And then one of the Megs chomps through it and swallows Jess whole, leaving Montez distraught. The station then starts to take in water, so the crew boards a raft to get away. The mercs follow them in their own raft, but they become Meg food as well. The crew starts making their way toward a resort called Fun Island, while Jonas is creating harpoons with explosives and poison to use against the Megs. Montes then starts going after the crew with the remaining mercs. Nearby, a boat with other tourists gets pulled into the water by a giant squid. Driscoll and her team attempt to fly off the island, only for the snappers to emerge. One of them drags Driscoll away to her death, while some of the other mercs have unfortunate encounters with them as well. The crew then tries to get the tourists out of the water as the Megs begin to show up and start devouring some of the guests. Jonas tries to save some people, while DJ, Mac, Ray Guys, and Juman split off to help as well. I mean, ISO dives into the water to help rescue people. Thor encounter the remaining mercs, who hold them at gunpoint until Mech gets DJ to open a door, allowing the snappers to come in and eat them so that they can run away. Hack and Juming find Driscoll's chopper and start to make their way out, setting the snappers on fire as they charge toward them after spraying them with jet fuel. Jonas is able to kill one Meg by jamming the explosive harpoon into its face, but before he can go after the next one, Montez goes after him. They get into another brief fight before Jonas kicks Montes into the ocean, just as the Meg leaps out and eats him. The squid then causes havoc on the resort and kills more people before Juming creates a bomb and jams it into the squid's side. Haiki then swims in and kills the squid. The last Meg goes after Jonas after he draws attention to it, and he uses a broken chopper blade to impale the Meg through the mouth. Jonas, Mac, and Juming get in the water to swim back to land, but Haiki starts coming their way. Juming uses his device to get her to swim around them and turn around. He thinks she really does listen to him, but Jonas suggests she is following dolphins. The three get back to the beach with Rigas, Mang, and DJ. Juming suggests that Haiki got out of her enclosure because it was mating season, and she might be pregnant. Jonas says it's better not to think about it while they sit to have drinks and enjoy their survival. Well, here ends our today's recap! Consider sharing the video and subscribing to our channel to support our work.